But the laws of, I hate whenever I run a blank with this shit. And I'm totally in the fucking middle of the shot right there.
I'm angling my glutes. Wanna be, that's how I want my bunda to grow, okay? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is episode 3 of my comeback season. I'm joined by my first guest of this comeback series.
Oh wow, I'm honored.
Yeah, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Jonathan Irizarry, and yeah, I've been involved in bodybuilding for almost 20 years now. It's crazy. Just had my birthday a few days ago, so I'm officially 35. It's crazy. I remember posting my first video on YouTube 2006.
Wow, OG.
OG. But I'm excited. I'm excited for today's workout.
I have a lot to learn. Jonathan's gonna teach me so many different cues. We're gonna go through a glute and hamstring workout. He's had such amazing competitive bodybuilding career. Is that right? And
I would say I'm all right. I'm all right.
he's playing it down, but yeah, I'm really excited for us to get through this glute workout, and we're gonna show you guys along some cues and everything like that as well. So yeah, let's get started. All right, guys, we're just gonna warm up first, even though Thailand's really warm, and I'm ready to go, but we're still gonna warm up, open up our hips, so we can have a good workout. So what are we doing first? John's taking the reins today.
Yeah, so we're gonna start off with the assault bike. Just 2 sets of 5 to 10 seconds, just a short burst, a lot of effort in a short period of time, but that'll get your whole warmed up, especially the lower body, and then we'll get started with the workout from there. So,
right, let's go.
Yeah, it'll work. We just gotta do it. 10 seconds. Jig with the feet more than the upper body. There you go, there you go. It's okay. Yep. Bring it down further. I want to, because that way we want to make room for this ankle to move up, right?
Yeah.
So it's for your toes to be able to come up.
Okay.
So feel that stretch. Fully extend at the toe. So what we're trying to do is just get as much here and from here to here. Good. So this will help open up the ankles, the feet.
I needed that because I had some ankle issues a few weeks back.
Yeah. The ankle is one of the most commonly neglected areas. No one thinks about it.
Yeah, especially when I'm doing so much Stairmaster and steps.
Yep. Again, you want to remember to bring those toes up as if you're trying to bring your toes to your knees so that you can get, number one, the deepest stretch in the calf, but also get a nice little flex there in the tibia. Another thing that's going to happen is you're going to feel a little bit more relief in the knees too.
Oh yeah. And it almost like, it's to do with the hips as well. Like your hips feel more like opened up.
Yes. It's where we start to realize that everything connects from literally from head to toe.
Yeah, when my thighs are like my lower back hurts or my knees hurt or something, it's usually connected to somewhere else.
Yep.
That's not like the root.
Exactly. Very true. Do some abductors and adductors first, but the machine is taken up, so we'll just do some glute kickbacks. Same concept as we did with the calf raises. We're looking to really squeeze, work the negative, feel a stretch. So that when we do get to the heavier compound movements later, we're really warmed up. Everything feels really good.
So I know for a lot of girls, sometimes they use this machine and they feel their quads. What tips do you have for someone who might feel their quads?
So you want to make sure that your body is in proper alignment, hips are properly aligned, so that we're just extending here. It's a hip extension. So we're looking to I like to focus on keeping the weight bared on the heel and the toes.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps me with cueing for that glute to be the main source here rather than the quads, even when we're coming here and extending forward.
Mm. Oh, yes.
So it's almost like we're going to adduct and then you're going to open up the hip as you extend there. You have to have that connection in the mind. And just think about it, like all I'm trying to use is my glute here. So even in the negative, you're feeling the glute stretch rather than bearing a lot of it into the quad. But I think a lot of it has to do with just understanding if you think about it as a hip extension as opposed to just a push. Like we're just looking to push the weight from one point to the other. Then that also makes a difference. See, now your form is like super tight. All you're seeing is the hip move.
Well, that feels good.
Yeah.
So what do you usually, for me, sometimes when you overthink something too much, it just overthinks things. But what do you do with the other leg? Because sometimes I feel like I overthink the leading leg.
This is the key, is you got to think proper alignment. And this goes for every exercise that you do, right?
Yeah.
So for this one in particular is maintaining the position of the hips. So for that means that you want to have equal footing. That means that you can't push too much weight, right? Otherwise you'll start to be off balance. The goal for us on here is not to just move as much weight and just, right? It's to get the hip to move. That's it. So we're trying to increase our strength of the hip, by working the particular glute muscles that we're working here.
Yeah.
So that's all that this is, because for us, mobility is strength. You understand? And that to me is the mindset towards every lift, is how much weight can I actually move while actually getting the full range of motion, right? Because if we're limited, if we're not able to fully get full hip rotation, then, there's going to be limitations. You're not going to probably be able to get full extension, or you're not going to be able to get, fully into here where the knee can get close to the chest, right? It all depends on where we are limited or, where, if there's any imbalances already in place. So, but this will help align it all because you're forcing it to get almost to work back into where it's trying to reach that homeostasis. You understand?
Yeah.
Because think about it, you're going to get stronger over time if you continue to do the same thing over and over again, right? But this time you don't let yourself get off track. See, like Your form is perfect. Another theory of mine is that if we're able to get full mobility within these areas, then the likelihood of us to store as much body fat in the long run becomes reduced drastically. And another thing that people don't think about is if you're weak in a particular movement, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
Right? We can all load this shit up and fucking move some weight.
Yeah.
But does it mean that we're actually working those particular muscles?
No.
Not necessarily. Especially if you're using body English. And it's not to say that that's bad at all. You know, it like for it to be applied in certain occasions, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
But that just helps with the overall goal.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like when we're bodybuilding, we're caught with the progression games and numbers game that often we forget that we're not in a sport that is judged by how
much you're lifting.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good.
Ooh.
I want you to like start, thinking about that. Each rep in, extend your toe out. There you go. So think about twisting that knee in and out. You're going to feel the stretch of the glute at the bottom. You're going to feel the contraction at the top. It gets a little bit deeper each time. There you go.
Ooh.
I guess that's really the best way to put it is rather than thinking about it as a glute kickback, think about it as a hip extension. Get that knee out. There we go. Bring it back. Heel. Yep. Twist at the heel. Keep going. Right there. Yep. Bring it back in. Toe in, toe in, toe in. Out. Let's go. Right there. You got 3 more. Toe in. Toe in. Out. Good. 2 more. Toe in. Bring it in, and out. Squeeze. Right there. 1 more. Toe in, and out. Squeeze it, out. There you go.
Oh my God, that was so good.
And you're still feeling it, you're not feeling it anywhere?
I think because of the glute kickback, I'm feeling it much more in my whole glute.
Okay.
Like before, I usually just get like glute med.
Yeah.
But I think like doing the glute kickbacks before, I actually feel the entire glute. And like no matter how time sometimes with this, I struggle to get it fired up outside of like just the upper. Oh.
Let's go like 10 to 15.
Oh, the contraction was so good.
Good.
Yeah.
kind of suck my belly button into my spine when I'm trying to extend out. Good. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice. Good. Breathe as far as you can. Good. One more. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Ah, okay.
Wow.
Good. You feeling those glutes now? Let's go.
I want this.
Oh my God.
They're
Right, that glute shot right there.
Out-angling my glutes. Gonna be. That's how I want my bunda to grow, okay?
Again, like the rest of the things we've been doing, full range of motion. Squeeze.
What about the stretch on the way down? Like, do I...
Feel the stretch, but only go down as far
as I can squeeze?
Yeah. Because if you can get, if you can get down, but if it's tension from the glutes,
yeah,
and now moving it over to the quads, then we want to kind of get that good sweet spot right there.
Ooh.
So same thing, like when we're trying to come up, try to keep those knees out. There you go. Because again, wraps around the hip. So just the whole, remember the in and out is going to allow us to get deeper into the... Keep the chin down. Like you're staring at your belly button. Good. Right there. Boom. Up. Squeeze. So it's like as soon as we tap in this, I want you to shoot up like you're trying to shoot your glutes through the wall. Simultaneously. Right there. Give me 3 more. Right there. Push those knees out on the way up. Right there. Good. 1 more. Up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good. Nice. All right.
I'm not even being dramatic, guys. Like, oh my God.
Fuck.
I guess a lot of bodybuilders have almost like a lobster's mentality, like they want more and more and more, that they forget sometimes more
is not better.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's about mastering the machine.
Yeah.
Right? Understanding how it works, how to be able to get past certain limitations. That's to me, and then of course, you know, the part of bodybuilding that I feel is just highly neglected is that I want to see bodybuilders moving, getting into these artistic style poses. That is bodybuilding.
A lot of times someone's posing, they didn't do the mobility.
Right.
They didn't do their flow and everything.
Exactly.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go. Hard work. Hard work. Set even deeper, even higher up, right? We're maximizing that force being generated. Let's go.
Sorry, Anita, we could.
All right. Squeeze. Get up as high as you can. High. Like that, to the sky. There you go. Chin down. To the sky. Glutes to the sky. Good. Again. Glutes to the sky. High. Good. Higher. Boom. Give me one more.
Yeah.
Try to keep those knees pointed out a little bit further. Yeah, work it out, work it out, work it out. Right there, good. Pull them out. Right there. It's like you're stretching up. Good. Pull them out, pull them out. Don't let them cave. Good.
Okay.
Because we're not doing this, right? This is stiff legs. So stiff legs, I would stay here. I would keep the bar a little bit further out so that I can plant my entire foot down. That's more hamstring, right? But then now there is going to be a little bit more lower back involved.
Yeah, I felt my lower back.
Where here, you're maintaining this posture like you're doing a regular deadlift almost.
Yeah.
But you're just making sure that you're sticking your butt out because I'm not here, I'm here.
Yeah.
And then keeping the bar close and then hinging at the hip. Just a slight bit amount. All right, now grab and then just hinge. Boom. And now on the way down, feel it. Yeah. I'm seeing your hips actually open up now. Because what you really want to do to make it, not to make it sound super graphic or anything, but it's like you're spreading your butt cheeks out. Like that is the position you want to be in the bottom. It's like you're spreading your butt out. Just hinging up. Keep that position right there. Boom. Hinge up. Boom. Right there. Squeeze your glutes right there. Now come back down. Feel those glutes on the way down. If this is where you're at, you should, if that's where you feel the top stretch, on the way back down, mid-shin, you can stop mid-shin, but I want to see more explosion through the hip up right there. So like this, you're pushing through the bar. Push through the bar, right there. Up, good. Keep those knees out. Up, good. Keep the knees out. Good. best training that I had was when John Meadows was alive, because I was working with him with my training. Believe it or not, he implements a lot of these things that like I tend to throw in.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he was one of the first to throw in the stretch training, like, you know, just different stuff, like.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And his was based off of volume. You
Yeah.
know, it wasn't like, you know, workouts that would fuck you up, but
Yeah.
it was always a volume game.
Yeah.
And just scientifically, I feel like
Yeah.
if you want to save your body in the long run, this is the way to go.
Yeah, I guess because people say train close to failure because a lot of people don't know training intensity, so it's kind of like a
It's a
safety.
cue.
Yeah.
It's a cue, but I don't think that it's all the
No,
time.
yeah, I agree. I completely agree.
Because so like this past week, I was training more to failure, and then I ended up getting sick at the end of the week. I haven't been sick in fucking months.
Yeah.
You know, all of a sudden, because I'm pushing myself too hard, it's like I was making progress without having to do this.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, it just, again, you need to just be able to allow your body to adapt.
Mm-hmm.
If you train to failure and it makes you to recover in a good amount of time, then it's like you're actually missing out on gains. It's better off that you can bring down that type of intensity. And this is why I do things the way that I do. Each rep is hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like all you got to do is build on each really fucking hard rep.
Yeah.
That to me is a better way of going about it.
For
And
sure.
then your joints aren't being taxed.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's the same mindset. It's not, so it's like I'm doing one MR just one at a time, right? As opposed to trying to reach a certain number by just getting there, right?
Yeah.
That's the key, is like to let go of this mindset of like we just got to hit a number,
Yeah.
right? With the
because
that's become the thing. It's like you got to hit a number with a certain weight. No, man, like bodybuilding is it's, and again, I played a role in it, you know, because I'm learning along the way. But it's one thing that I just started to realize over time is like this stuff makes sense. One conversation that stuck with me for years. I remember talking to this guy. He was ex-military, and he was like, Jonathan, he's like, if you keep training the way you train, he told me this 15 years ago. He's like, if you keep training the way you train, he's like, you only have so many reps in the tank. He's like, your body will begin to break down. And this is when I was fresh and I was strong as shit.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, he was right. 6 years later, I got my first injury, and then it just all started going down from there.
Yeah.
You know, because we don't have the mindset of like trying to fix shit. It's always like, how the fuck can I get back to it again?
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Which is the biggest problem. Yeah. Because that's where the injuries really start to be created, because now that's that domino effect.
Yeah, absolutely. I think like it's a skill that you build over time. Yeah. You know, it's not, no one's expecting you to do everything right from the get-go. You learn along the way. We as coaches are always learning along the way. You never know too much. Yeah. And you just like refine as you go, I guess. Like nothing's ever like black and white in fitness and bodybuilding. There's many ways to skin a cat. At the end of the day, as long as you're open to like learning new information, find what works for you, and like evolving as a way, that's like what really matters.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. I do think that there are more efficient ways, and that's the whole goal, is to be able to find that, right? For sure, yeah. You know, I feel like we train to failure because it was efficient until it's not. Yeah. So it's like, to understand that balance, it's like you can throw this style training in, but it has to be limited to a certain time frame. Yeah. Right? Only used within its own specific cycle.
Yeah, because if you think about it, right, like training to failure was a safe way for bodybuilders back in the day to progress, but now we have so much more information, we have so much more knowledge around that, and when other elements progress, training to failure starts to work against that, and that's
because the recovery gets in.
Yeah, for sure.
And that was the biggest thing that I just really kind of come to an understanding. Is like, once I got to a certain point of continuous, and this is including deloads, right? So it's like, it's not like I was not deloading. I was implementing deloads. It still wasn't enough because it was just too much.
Oh, it's pouring. Woo! All right, guys.
All right. That concludes today's workout.
Yeah. Well, what's your verdict of today's workout?
I felt like it was pretty good. I
Yeah.
mean, you tell me. What did you think of today's training session?
I need more sessions like this.
All right. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Again, it's just like my training philosophy, in a way, is just simply to get as much motion as possible. And then through that is how we maximize growth. While simultaneously allowing ourselves to become more and more limber over time as well, which is equally as important.
Yeah.
Or if not more, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the thought process that I have when it comes to these workouts. So it's nice, it's fun to be able to share this with you. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for taking me through the leg day today and giving me so much value and sharing value with people who are following my channel as well.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
So how many weeks out are you now? 13?
We haven't left any shows in, so whenever we're ready, we'll be ready. I'll be aiming for shows like at the end of November, December. Nothing's locked in.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna step on stage if I'm not 100%. You know what I mean?
I agree.
That's the game plan for now. We're just taking one day at a time. That's been the motto of this prep.
Yeah.
And just sharing every step of the way.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, looking forward to watching you put out more and more videos as this journey continues. And once again, appreciate it. Let's definitely get connected some more in the future.
And I'll leave John's Instagram tag here. Go follow him. Go check out his content. He's always sharing so much good value there. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit subscribe. All right. That's it for today. Bye.